Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, let's give our opinion about the Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn fight. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna say this: big ups to England and to Chris Eubank Jr., Conor Benn, Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank Sr. You guys, you did England proud. You did England proud, okay? After watching the fight, I'm going a little bit for Chris Eubank Jr. I like him a little bit more, right? But I think all four of these guys need to get together, take a little short 2-3 day vacation together and just sit back, reminisce about old times and the new times, how the Suns did everybody proud. It's a great fight. You put on a great fight for the people. It was a hyped fight, and it lived up to the hype. Everybody did what they could do. The guys were not in the same weight class. They tried to meet. One of them had to gain weight in Conor, and Chris Eubank Jr. had to lose weight. All those things are hard, or inconvenient for both fighters, but they did what they had to do to put on a great performance, I thought. The right guy won. Chris Eubank won by unanimous decision. He outworked Conor. He out-jabbed him. Conor had him hurt one time very shortly, but Chris Eubank did the most work in this fight. He was the better fighter. I don't need to get into that too much. I just want to make sure that everyone understands this was a good fight. There's nobody needs to hang their head down. Neither father, neither son. You guys, like I say, you did England proud. It was great to see. And I hope these guys, you guys can fake the hate for the public, right? If you guys rematch later on in your careers or something like that. But it should be love here, a little harmony here. You guys, everybody, you guys did. I can't say anything more than you guys did England proud. You did yourselves proud. You did your families proud. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to feel bad about here. Of course, a loss ain't gonna make nobody feel good. You're a fighter in Conor, right? But you did a good job. You was a little bit bigger fighter. You tried to get in there, but Conor's gonna have to work on a few things. Well, he's gonna have to work on a few things. Closing the distance is gonna be one of them. Shortening up those punches is gonna be another one, right? But he has, you can start with this. You can start with heart. You can start with punching power, right? Right? Things like that. You can start with a little stamina. You got those things, but there's some things he's gonna have to tighten up if he's gonna go back down 147 or 154, messing with these guys, right? It's gonna have to be a little bit better than that. There's gonna be some people that are quicker than Chris Eubank Jr. You're probably not gonna find too many people with more stamina. Although Chris Eubank Jr.'s stamina didn't look as good as it normally does, because I think that weight loss had an effect. But at the end of the day, having said all that, hey, good job. Big ups to all you guys. Now, I noticed me. Now, even though I'll go for Chris Eubank Jr. anyway, because I like his father more than I like Nigel Benn, but I noticed me, period. If somebody's doped or was doped, I'm normally going for the other fighter. I can't remember one that it hasn't been that way. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, although I was going to go for Deontay anyway. But when you dope Povetkin against whoever, Marco Huck, or whoever he was going against, right? Canelo, was doped, got away with it. I don't really like that. Ryan Garcia doped. So, I don't go for, I notice once you're doped, I'm probably going to go for the other person. Jarrell Miller, 300 pounds doped. I ain't going for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with me. Once you've been doped, I'm probably going to go against you, but it's still you're a fighter, whatever. And if you're in fighting and knowing that the guys around you are doped, then you tend to dope yourself as well, to just make the playing field even. But be that as it may, we will go on and just say it like this. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Nigel Benn versus Conor Benn was a great fight, great event, right? And everybody should be proud about it. All right? Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.